Hi everyone, welcome to the Gravy House. So as you've heard, verdict is in. We're not able to get access to the education models within the Claude AI system. But the great news is I have been working with Claude to try to understand how it can make my life easier all around, here at home, work, school, projects, everything. And what I've found is the amazing capabilities that we have available to us right inside the Claude system without needing access to the specific education models that we could have gotten for free. So I have a paid version. I'm working with the paid Claude version, and I believe I'm on the Pro series or the Pro level now. I had to upgrade. I keep upgrading. I just need more. But within the Pro series, the first step that I did was tell it that I want to have worksheets built based on a theme. And what the AI system can go do that I can't really do very easily is go pull down curriculum or topics or themes that's based on the Georgia standards for my state. So that part of the whole process is really making things easier already, because if you could see my office, I've got stacks and stacks of workbooks where daily I will go through based on the subject: math, science, history, economics. Go pick out the topics and print out the worksheets and try to make sure that it flows throughout the week and that the kids have a good steady building foundation that they go through each day. And you know what, I'm not gonna lie, that's stressful. That is stressful for a full-time working mom, full-time homestead, and full-time my kiddos who are having fun there in the living room. It's stressful. So whatever I can do to make that process easier is what I am looking for. So come along with me as I show you how. Okay, so here is my Claude system, and the way that I actually use Claude is probably different from anyone else here on planet Earth. Number one, I'm using it from my mobile phone, and number two, I just simply use chats. I do not know how to code out skills or work in the design workspace or the code workspace that's available. All I know how to do is talk. That's my background and where I come from as software trainer. So I put into the chat what I would like and formulate that, tune it using words and phrases within the chat and make it just as perfect as possible. And then Claude does the work for me. Okay, so here comes the fun part. So I put the topics and the themes that I wanted in the Claude AI system, and it built me out a weekly plan of what my daughter chose and what my son chose. So my daughter picked Sea Creatures, which had reading and comprehension, spelling around the words that she had learned from her reading, fun facts, historical facts, word search, all the things. And then my son picked the periodic table, which was so much fun. He was able to read about different elements, different precious metals, and throughout the week do the spelling for each of those words and different fun facts and a word search. So when my children were doing these exercises, they actually told me that it was fun. I don't think I've heard that in a while. So I know I'm on the right track. Keep coming with me here as we learn this together. All right, what comes next? So we finished the week and the worksheets are complete. I'm gonna do a scoring tracker to which Claude built for me and put the formulas and all the cool stuff in there. And I wanna be able to get those actionable insights from what my children are doing week from week. The scores, the evaluations, the areas that they're strong at, and the areas that I might need to spend more time on. That's going to all present itself very easily in the data as we start to trend this month over month. Now, of course, outside of the worksheets that we do, the theme of our home is we're always learning. So we'll pick different themes and topics. This is just one focus area. I think before we're complete with the model, this is just going to be a really gigantic month curriculum for us to use. one of the questions people ask me all the time is, what curriculum do you use? And I've never been able to answer that very solidly. When they were little, we used Abeka. We've used Answers in Genesis, and that curriculum was so expensive that, and my children were not really interested, kind of bored with it. And I noticed it really early on that I pivoted to finding things that they were interested in, and those happened to be resource books. And I've got stacks and stacks of resource books, and I would pull based on what they wanted to learn. Now, something that we do that's different probably from everyone else is I ask my children, what do you want to learn this semester? What do you want to focus on this month? What things interest you this week that you want to learn more about? And that's how the give and take of homeschooling, at least for us, has been very successful, and the children are just so thriving in this environment. So I encourage you, if you're struggling with what to teach, how to teach it, what to do, ask your children. If they're at the age where they can provide you feedback, that's the best way to make sure you're on the right track. So I encourage you today. I hope that you'll investigate homeschooling too, if that's a good thing for you to do. We love it. We're glad we've done it. I wouldn't change anything about it. And it gives me more time with my kids, and time is all we have, right, with our children. So love you guys. Stay around for the actual how-tos and the final output once I get the data put into Claude. Let's see how the kids did this week. Join us at the Great Bit House.